Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are we doing today? All right, couple of things to look at. All right, I always tell you, please get a tab and a pen out. Okay. Good morning, Jay. All right, how you doing today? A lot of things to deal with this last couple of weeks. It's amazing. So as we go through all this process today to help everybody we can, no matter what we do, there's always something trying to knock you down. So for me, I've had a hell of a last week. Hey, birthday week, robbery in the office, kind of crap happens. Renette sends an email to a group of people instead of making it private to everybody. Screws it up. All right, what happens there? One of the clients basically says, hey, I'm glad you got me that $5,000 credit card. I'm glad that you're helping me, but I want a refund while I keep all the goodies. Can you imagine today? All right, I'm online 6 days a week helping people for free. I help people every day, and there's always some turd, no matter what we do. So let's get past the process. So I hope you're doing good today. I hope you write down today's date. It should be the 19th. There it is, okay? What does that mean? Today we have the ability, right, to get what I call pass go. So thank you for sharing the live. I really appreciate that. It's very simple because I like to help people. It's not easy. Helping people, sometimes it's mean, they're cruel. What do? You fight through the pain. We have no choice. Fighting through the pain is what I've done my whole life. Okay? So today, let's think about something. We want to talk about structure, rules, and tools. What does that mean? Structure, rules, and tools. Well, number one, if you look at your house today, is it in an irrevocable trust? Is it irrevocable trust? It should be. If you don't have a house, I'll teach you how to get one that's leased to you, and they'll convert it to a mortgage. But again, when they do that, it's very simple. God's morning. It's always God's morning. Always good. God is great all the time. But again, this is how we have to look at things. Me, you fight through the pain. No matter how this world knocks you down, okay, you just have to get up again and again and again. So it's always family. God, family, money. God, family, money. I've been saying it for, it seems like 50 years. A lifetime. God, family, money. Been in 2 comas. One, I got to basically be crippled and get to walk again. Another one, I get to die and come back when they stole my goodies. You see, it's like, why is God always using all of us, or even me, as an example for people? I don't get that, but okay. Today, we look at our house. You don't have one? I'll teach you how to go get one. It's a lease, okay? And then they'll convert it to a mortgage. You see, what happens on what I call the circus out there today, unfortunately, there's people who say don't buy a house. Your house recycles money. So let's write down recycle money, please. What does that mean? If today we have a house payment, okay, you get to put on your tax return. The tax return helps you get the ability of getting your money back. You see, the reality of life is you want basically what? Happen for yourself, okay? Okay, I screwed that up. I was trying to make it, because right now, okay, I'm screwing this up, sorry. Okay, there we go. All right, it just makes me so, I guess the screen today is just so bright. Okay, well, what do? Well, the house, again, if I have a paycheck today, it's taxed. If I want my money back, okay, how do I get it back? I can't, unless I have a house payment. See, you gotta pay the rent or the mortgage. If I pay a mortgage to get my money recycled back in my what? In my life, I get a tax return. I get a tax refund. See, there's a difference when someone says don't buy a house. Unfortunately, usually they're talking to rich and famous people. I like helping people get to that point of being a puppet master, controlling hundreds of millions of dollars, maybe billions if they want to as well. So good morning, good morning. Okay, here's Rosa. Hey, Rosa, I haven't seen you for a while, okay? How you doing today? All right, again, what do? We have to always repackage ourselves. We have to look at a couple things. Hi, good morning, Becky. How you doing over here, okay? So here's Marco, okay? So what happens? If I look at my family, God first. Okay, money, family, no. God, family, money. See, without the money, I can't build the family. I can't help the family. And I'm what? Stressed out and screwed up. So again, if I focus on God, God's always good. The reality is I can get through the pain. I can fight through that pain every day. Then families, husband and wife, becoming one. From there, it's money, because I have to pay the bills. I'm a man, I'm a husband, I'm a father, I gotta pay the bills. The wife helps as well, that's fine. Okay, what do? Again, we have to process to plan the problem. The problem is very simple. Today you drive a car. What happens? You bump someone's car, they're going to sue you. Then they sue your spouse. See, that's all wrong. The house today, if it's not in an irrevocable trust, it's not protected. If we don't have a homestead, house is escrow, close, homestead. Simple. Escrow, close, homestead, trust. Irrevocable trust. That's what it should be to protect the assets. But again, what do we do? Like the car. Everything we touch is liable. There are liabilities everywhere. What do? You bump a car, they sue everybody. Okay. You got an LLC. They sue that, they sue you. Then they sue your spouse as well. See, if you don't create that full blueprint, the full blueprint, protecting your assets, you're not prepared. So it's like today, if you have a credit problem, type it in the screen, type it, let me know. What is your credit score today? What are you trying to do? Because I can help you through that process. But again, what do we have to do is realize, dissect you. Today, it's analyzation. If I looked at your credit file and we pulled your report, I would analyze every step of the credit. I'd want to know exactly what past, present, future. Do you have a bankruptcy in the past? Did you seal the record? Bankruptcy is federal protection under the Federal Protection Act, automatic stay, okay? It's just public record. I'm not here to be safe an attorney. But did you seal it? Because it's for federal protection. Did you seal the record? Or did you let that company called Statewide feed the credit bureaus that information? See, that's what happens. Credit bureaus don't usually talk to the courts. But again, it's a choice. Choice is simple. Do you have a tax problem? If you have a tax problem, you go to irs.gov and there's a form and you can actually fill it out and they'll negotiate. The IRS is Monty Hall time. It's another, they negotiate everything. States don't usually do that. So again, do we have a problem in the past? Is that past going to chase our future? Okay, there's the goal. So if we look at that, that's the ultimate goal. Next thing is, are we married? If we get married, that's great. We become one, but we don't buy anything joint because it makes no sense. We buy a house joint. We lose the house. What happens? Very simple. They report it to the IRS as the 1099-C. Now we have a tax problem and a credit problem. So we can't let husband and wives do things together. It makes no sense. It has to be separate. It's a married person's own separate property. House should be basically set up for that in a trust, irrevocable trust, protecting the assets. But again, the car should be bought through a division, not you, because it's a bumpity bump. We have all these lovely attorneys on TV and billboards on the freeway, and if they sue you because you're a registered owner, they sue your spouse and you lose everything you got. Well, I don't know how you win a lawsuit when you bump a car, because everybody tends to lie. Because they want a free ride, they want free money. It kind of sucks, but that's how it works. If we look at our personal credit, husbands and wives should do everything separate. Our credit score is different because of utilization. The problem with the utilization is you jacked up probably the wrong cards. You didn't put a stick in the back of the card. So it's like, this is a $50,000 card. This is my wife's $50,000 venture card. But there are people out there telling you the wrong thing. You pay it off every month. No. You pay it off every month. You'll never have a $50,000 venture card ever. It's not possible. And then the next thing, if you pay it off every month, when you go to build corporate credit, they're not going to give you the ink cards of $50,000 each like these are. Again, they're not going to do that. See, banks and credit cards sell you money. So you have to realize they want to see you're using the money and getting their interest. That's the goal. If you're trying to trick the creditor and pay it off every month, the reality is not to pay interest and everything else. They see that. They're not stupid. But then they don't want to give you more money. They limit you what you can do because under the Fair Lending Act. See, it's pretty simple. In the late 70s, I'm Ray Reynolds, the Godfather of Credit. I got that nickname on KNX. Ryan yesterday said, he goes by. No, I don't go by that. They named that to me. Being the second largest advertiser in California one time for 32 years. I've been helping people for 6 days a week. 6 days a week. Okay, so today, you're here today at 3:15 in the morning. Listen, learn to ask you questions. What if you ask? Please ask me, because I get bored. See, I get up at 1:45 every day. Okay, we filed a bankruptcy about 20-something years ago. My credit score, not sure how long ago, was between 700 and 780. Well, let's get it to 750 and above. Is that okay, Becky? So what happens? Very simple. The bankruptcy is 20 years old. It's gone. Bankruptcy 7 can only stay in your credit file for 10 years. 13 is basically 3 to 5 year payment plan, usually 7 years. But let's look at it. So it doesn't matter. It's 20 years ago. Okay, it's over. That's the past. Let's build your credit score today. Because the reality is just that 20 years ago, that means you're probably about 45 to 55 years old. And if I'm wrong, please forgive me, because, women have this thing about age, but I think men do too. So what happens is very simple. Ask questions, please. Ask questions. I'll answer any question you got. See, I help set up the credit system. So that means I'm the consultant for TRW, Ken Yarborough. Okay? What does that mean? I put down utilization, 29%. Credit Karma said 42 during the pandemic. I'm getting ready to sue them again. It was wrong. Credit Karma is, to me, terrible because they've been indicted 6 times. There's no fund to help you, and they only have 2 of the bureaus. It's like it's doing a half-assed job. Simple. It's terrible. That's what it is. But again, I'd rather use something like an Analytical 750 because they have all 3 reports, and they protect the black web, and they protect your property and your title and everything else. But that's what I would prefer. You prefer whatever you do. See, if we have utilization problems, and we need to bring them down. Now, the only way to bring down your credit score down, or the limits, and basically rebalance your score to 29%, is to reduce the amount you owe. 2 choices: increase the limit or pay it down, or get another card to reduce the limit and do balance transfers. That's how it works. So again, as we do this today, ask your questions. Any question you have, please ask me. I'll answer any question you got. It's not hard to answer. I've been studying the law and accounting for my whole life, practicing the day I could walk because I want to get out of hell. Me, I was born in a taxi on the way to Guardian Hospital. My mommy put me in a trash can. I'm a piece of trash. That's what she did. So what did I do? I get to Mrs. Hope. So I had to get through this process mentally and physically out of hell. How do you do that? You study, 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 and study. See, I think school's great to learn, but again, that doesn't teach you life. But again, some people get upset when they, people ask you to have a degree. It doesn't really matter. I do, they're outlets, who cares? Life teaches you life when it kicks your assets. So if we have utilization problem in our credit, we put a sticky bar on the card. We have to, how do we bring it down? How do we do a rapid rescore and block the crap and push the score up? See, years and years ago, I created rapid score for your mortgage companies. Look at that as well. That could block your crappy credit day if you have crappy credit and push the score up and away and get green lights to get another card, rebalance your debt to ratio. Every card you have personally has to have a stick in the back of it to dummy proof it. We're all dumb to dummy sometimes. That means it has to be at 29%. If your cards, now understand, I watched someone yesterday, Ryan, it's like, look what I did. No, crap. All you have to do, ladies and gentlemen, it's very simple. Reduce your debt to ratio. Your credit score is going to go up. That's why I set it up. That's how I set it up. Okay? So again, help me. Thank you. I appreciate the loves, the likes, and all the pieces. Fantastic. You have a question? Please ask the question. I've been on TikTok now and social media for 17 weeks. I have 64,000 followers in basically 17 weeks. This is new to me. I'm always honest and they're being blunt because I wrote checks for millions and millions of dollars for 50 years on radio and TV. Okay, I was the 2nd largest advertiser in California for 32 years. My info commercial, all the pieces that I did, and all the other things I created to the million to billion. So if you want to listen and learn, I'll show you how what I did for me. It's not hard to do as long as you're willing to get your asses kicked and follow through again and again and again. Hey, top of the day, Ray. Fantastic. Top of the day to you too, sir. What do we do? See, I have 39 million clients. I have 50 million people I've helped understand division process. But I got 9 or 10 turds that give me crap all the time, no matter what I do. I help people all the time, but there's always a jerk. Sorry, this just happens. So again, as we play this game to win. So let's think. Today, let's get your credit score to a 750. Let's put it in a rapid rescore. All right, block any crappy credit, push your score up, get a new card to do balance your debt. There's your first thing. I was going to watch what you do. Sticky time. What do you get to do today? Simple. All right, you get to go online this afternoon at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. 3 o'clock. What does that mean? 3 o'clock today, all right, I'm live for an hour and a half. I'm going to show you a blueprint of success. I'd like to re-blueprint your whole life. Would that be okay? I know you watch silly people on TikTok and social media. And I think there's a lot of clowns out there. But again, that's what it is. They give you little pieces, points and blah, 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 and score, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to give you the full blueprint. I'm going to repackage your life, husband, wife, house, car, dog, cat, fish, and car, what you do, and other pieces. Then I'm going to, on this side, so LLC or corporation, I'm going to create you $1 million of credit. Then I'm going to teach you how to get an auto income. Then I'm going to make sure you don't bring the pain home and quit screwing this up, and you'll learn to be a puppet master. I control millions and billions of dollars, but I don't own anything. I've been teaching that for 50 years. I'm the coach of Carlton Sheets, Dave Delgado, and Russ Dalby's people. I coach the coaches. So guess what we do? I appreciate everything you do, brother. Hopefully, Chris gets me set up with you soon. Well, their allies, depends what you're doing. No problem at all. Hey, tag Chris this morning. Chris will be here at 6 o'clock in the morning. Chris is one of the first team comes in at 6. We have, okay, let's make sure time. 3:34 in the morning. Okay, 3:34 in the morning. So what do we do? So Chris would love to do that. I mean, DM us as well. Anytime you need something. I'm online 6 days a week. Believe it or not, I check every email in this company because I don't feel comfortable unless I know there's an issue. I want to make sure they fix the issue. I've always went out of my way. It just drives me nuts if someone didn't do something. The phone call, the email, whatever it is. So I have this whole stack ready to go this morning, and they call it my tree. I print things. Well, I already knew that. I already do that. That's fine. I want to make sure it's being addressed. I cannot stand somebody dropping the ball, and that happens once in a while too. Like Renee yesterday, emailing 400 people, one email. You're supposed to hide emails in separate email, but again, she did that by mistake. Now, if you've never been here before, get some of my books for free. Go to the link tree. This is called Starting It Right for the Kids. Because I want you to understand for your kids in high school, college, and for you, read the book. Please read the book. See, when I set up the system in the late 70s and 80s, and this is where this card fluctuation rule, what did I do? I felt guilty. I felt bad, actually, after I helped set up the system. I go, what about counterbalance? What about counterbalance? So I wrote a book called Prove It or Remove It. So you don't need to hire credit repair. You can get the book in the link tree today for free. It's $50 in the open market. I've written 67 books so far. So this is winning the credit game. Okay? So you can get the free book. It's in the link tree, no problem. And what happens is you'll look inside of the book, you'll probably see part of the 21 car collection of Lamborghinis and Ferraris, Aston Martins and Mercedes and all kinds of goodies. I was bored at one time, so I bought 21 cars over about 12 years for the hell of it. Now, this is the book called New Credit File. Ken Yarbrough wrote it in 87. I didn't like it. I didn't want the fact that a consumer could start a new credit file and screw their creditors over. I didn't like that, so I didn't put it out in the market. But you'd always see Ray Reynolds, the highest kick on the planet, 13 feet, one of the Lamborghinis in a 21 car collection, and also one of the mansions, one of the yachts. See, I'm the guy that's not full of hooey, full of crap. I'm out there 6 days a week helping people. Okay? Good morning, Cole. How you doing today? Now, mark it down today, 3 o'clock this afternoon, on, again, hour and a half. Tablet, pen, sticky tabs, and your cards in front of you. Invite the world to that. If you want to make 10%, and people you invite as whoever, friends and family, are referrals, simple. We'll send you $500 to $1,000 today. See, referrals are very important to us because 87% of our clients are referral based. Now, how did I get stuck in the credit business? All right, it wasn't my idea. I created Winning the Game of Business in 1975, and actually 74, 75, and I put it out there in 1976. Thank you, I appreciate that. So in 1976, I put this in the open market. You see, I was 16 at the time, 16. I have $1 million in the bank. Why? Because I created something called Car Finder. I started my first organization and sent away $10 at 9.5 years old. Look it online, it's simple. I'm the founder of Helping Hand Industries. I did that at 9, okay? So I was a weird kid. No one liked me. Most people hated me because I have recall. I stutter once in a while. All right, they call me what? That wasn't very nice, but they did. But guess what happens? I write with both hands, talk at the same time too. Again, I have this situation and I just want to help people. So I put out Winning the Game of Business in 76. I created a division process in 85, 86. So understand, my problem I had in business is I had all those other pieces as well. God bless you. God bless you too. All right. Hey people, I've had a hell of a week. You okay? It's simple. March 8th was my birthday. I turned 66. So this is why this is my 50th year, and I won't be, after the end of this year, I won't be going 6 days a week. I will do my private coaching, but the team takes over for everything for me. I got to go on a business trip. So again, I'll still keep some of my private coachings, and that's fun. But I have teams being learned to be coaches and junior and senior coaches. And that's what happens. But again, last week, okay, on the 11th, We went to the local school, gave out hundreds some of these books. I spent thousands of dollars in my own pocket to do this. I do it all the time under our nonprofit organization. All right? That night, 12:03, someone threw a rock through our window, big rock, stole our cameras. So what do? What do you do when you have your birthday week? Oh, crap, 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 and it hasn't stopped. I've been crapped on the whole week ever since birthday. It's crazy. It hasn't stopped. But again, we all go through crap. So understand, use that as an example because I don't give up. Thank you. I appreciate that. God, family, money. It's what it works for me. But again, it's like sometimes you just want to scream your head off because that's what's happened. So what do? What do you do yesterday when your employee sends an email to 400 people and they should have hit each one email in private, and now you got 30 people pissed off at you? You got to fix it. You got to fix it. Yeah. What do? Unfortunately, it's like Brian Jacob, okay, out there. I've helped the guy. He's military, I give him free divisions and do coaching, and then he wants a refund, and he's being a jerk because he saw an opportunity to hurt me. See, I want you to understand, learn from this. People closest to you, it's called San Tzu. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Unfortunately, you don't know who the enemy is until they try to kick your ass heads. So please, always remember, okay, you're going to get knocked down 1,000 times. You have to be tenacious to get up again and again because you have no choice. You can give up and be a whiny baby, but that's not the choice because that doesn't exist. What do? It's very simple. You are my hero. Thank you. Well, the reality is I just tell you the truth. I love the fact that people understand I'm online 6 days a week helping people doing my best. And let God do the rest. That's how it works. I appreciate that. So what do we do? We look at building your score up to 750. Please let me help you in your score. My score is 846. So is my wife. They're boring as can be. They're boring because we don't have to use our personal credit the way you do. I'm sorry. Okay? I appreciate all that you are doing. I pray that and ask the Lord to send you someone to help us. Well, that's what it is. I'm helping everybody. So understand, today, if we focus on God, family, and money, that's our goal. Okay? Credit. Please understand Rapid Rescore. Rapid Rescore. I created Rapid Score for mortgage companies years ago. What it did in escrow and what it does even today in escrow, it blocks crappy credit, it makes your scores go up, and you reduce debt to ratio. And if you need credit card or some way to do balance transfers, we show you how to do that too. So understand today, when you watch people in the circus clowns out there in social media going, look what I did, no. All you have to do is reduce your debt to ratio. That's it. I made it simple. Reduce the debt to ratio. Well, what if my credit score is maxed out? Okay, we again Rapid Rescore, push it up, get credit cards, rebalance the debt. That's what you get to do. So again, as you do this, can you co-sign for history? Well, history is something you add to a dashboard. So understand something, please. The credit, these people doing the crap, trade line crap. Trade lines are fraud. If you read the Fair Lending Act, okay, when you put something on your credit file, you paid history, okay? It's not yours, and when you apply the next time, you're saying it is yours, okay? That's, to me, fraud. So I don't want to use, okay, credit history that I bought. Now, if you have a listen very carefully. If you have a relationship, let's say I and you had a relationship in a coaching, and I added you to one of my credit cards. We're in a relationship. We're binded by contract. We're allowed to do things. We didn't just buy history. We're building a business. We're using it for future business. We're using it to get an auto income into a corporation in a structure of an escrow. I want to be a partner. I scroll so fast. Sorry. I hope I don't screw this up. Okay, I do all the time. Customer, if you understand what I'm saying. Well, the difference is I let it part of anybody. In coaching, it's a situation like that. But again, DM us, find out. Don't be surprised I call you a person. I do this all the time. I'm trying to help people as much as I can. So what do we end up doing? Okay, sorry, the people down here had a cold and they gave it to me. So again, I'll do my best and let God do the rest and pray all through the day. So again, what is it? Very simple. So if you DM us, we'll find out what we need to help you. The goal is to help you. We have a team of people to help you, paralegals, specialists, everything. It's coaches and me. So the goal is to help people get through the process. Let's think today, okay? If today you would take your utility bills and your credit cards. It's very simple. You can make your score go up as fast as you want to. I mean, there's no secret. There's like all these people trying to tell you they're experts and coaches. It's a bunch of hooey. It's a bunch of crap. It's like they think they're magic show. It's ridiculous. If you take your utility bill, all of them, and your credit card bills, and you go auto payment, and you go paperless, okay? What do? Is you call 888-567-8688. That opts you out for 5 years, all right, on the national mailing list. They do that. I helped set up that system 40 years ago, 50 years ago. Now you're not on the national mailing list. What do you do now? Listen very carefully. I wrote the program called Fast Pay, Quick Pay for TRW came Spirit in 96. So if you make an extra payment weekly, bi-weekly, I don't care if it's 25 bucks, it stimulates the file to go up. You never zero out your credit card. That's called dumb. I watch people say this all the time, pay it off every month. That's called stupid. Sorry. You will never get a $50,000 venture card if you're doing that way. Never in your life. You'll never get ink cards, 6 of them, at $50,000 each. It's not possible. Banks and credit card companies want to see you using the money. You must keep a balance on the card, period. You pay it off. Now, that's just some joke from somebody who bought my books years ago. It's ridiculous. But again, it makes it go up. Good morning, E-Cats. How you doing today? I'm always praying for you. Hope you're feeling better. Okay, hope you're doing really good. Now, if we do this fast pay, quick pay, that your whole credit system, any ding-dong, sorry, we're all ding-dongs as far as I'm concerned, so don't take it personally. I think any one of us can get a 750 in 90 days. Reduce the debt, do what I just said to do, okay, and it goes up, up, and away. If you have to block crap, there's a Rapid Rescore that does that. I said it years ago. So block your crap, push your score up, up, and away. What happens? You get to rebuild your life. Now, if we're a good CFO for here, personal, remember, you are a CFO for family first. CFO, Chief Financial Officer. Every husband, every wife, every man, every woman has to be a CFO for personal and family. God, family, money. God, family, money, okay? Now we go on this side at the same time. What is this side? The LLC, okay? A lot of people say start an LLC first, okay? If it was me, I started a C Corp first. I always start C. I like a C Corporation. It's closed. It's privately owned, privately held. It's nobody's damn business. An LLC is online, okay? They're all online, but here you have an LLC. You're the managing member, okay? You have the certificate of ownerships. See, certificate of ownership. But again, C Corp, the certificates are bearer, there's no value to it. So I could throw that faster away than this one. But it's bottom line, how do we do this? If I have an LLC, there are 9 types, what kind do you have? If I have a C Corp, okay, again, it's closed corporation. An S corporation allows you and the corporation to file a single tax return, and usually don't pay any tax up to $3 to $5 million. $3 to $5 million. Then you become puppet master at $5 million. Simple. If I have a C Corp, the S Corp is single filing again. If I have a nonprofit, that's phenomenal. Unfortunately, you have these people screwing up the system. Nonprofits, hospice house, or for especially my clients that own real estate, they take that single family house, they're not making money on it, not enough, they transfer it to a division of a nonprofit. That's $112,000 a month. I don't get it. If I have a house turned into a division of a nonprofit with an exemption, 501c3, I can get $112,000 a month. All right, for that, I get a paycheck. I change the world. It's that easy. I don't understand. But all this fraud cap out there is amazing. California, Minnesota, this crap. I mean, please do it real. I mean, this is crap. They found out they can rip off the system, so they take all the money and screw people out of money. It's wrong. Okay? So the bottom line is I appreciate what you're doing. You're pregnant, no problem. Thank you for that as well, other people. I love it because, it's nice being on TikTok and social media in the last 17 weeks. In the beginning, I didn't like it because these circus clowns not telling you the truth. But again, 64,000 followers in 17 weeks, and I get to deal with people, real people want to get there. That is like, damn, I can really help these people. I think it's fun. Now, understand a PC, that's basically a professional corp. See, in the 80s, I had all these things. I had professional corp, I had LLCs, I had LLPs, I got C Corps, I had S Corps. I'm the largest registered agent in the world, okay? You can still kill it hospice, you can, I won't say kill it, the difference is you can make a fortune in nonprofit and help people. That doesn't mean you're profitable. That doesn't mean you're going to make billions for you. You don't make any money. You get a paycheck. But the nonprofit, that 100,000 a month, I mean, you can go to grants.gov today and look it online. It's simple. It's not hard to, see, nothing's hard to do when you know how to, okay? My wife's always reminding me, honey, no one's like you. I said, why not? I don't get this. When you buy a car, you buy it wrong. You buy a house, you buy it wrong. I'm sorry, no one taught you. You have your family that's stuck in probate. You're doing the same thing to your kids today because you're doing it wrong. Sorry. I think you got to realize how to do it right. No one taught you how to do things. It sucks. Okay? It's amateur hour. You listen to your friends and family. Okay, sorry, they taught you wrong. This is starting out right. Open market's $25. It's free if you want to. It's free. Website's free. Linktree, it's free. I want you to learn what the life needs to tell you. I don't need your money. I want to help you. It's simple. Free. Again, you don't need to hire some coach about personal credit. It's crap. A bunch of hooey. I watch Ryan just say, look what I do. No, you didn't do crap. All they have to do is reduce the debt to ratio. And I still don't get why he shows $950,000 on a gold card. It's not possible. American Express cards, their pay to return limit when I get them is $100,000. Okay, no problem. They're unlimited $1 million. The moment you use $25,000, they put you in a review. It doesn't matter if it's personal or business. These are personal, these are business. Simple. Doesn't matter. American Express, if your score goes down, they shrink your limit to your balance. What happens when they want to get more than $25,000 on this card? Simple. They review you. They want to log into your bank account. They want to see $100,000 transactions, and they want to see 30 transactions in a given month. All these people out there going, blah, blah, these clowns don't know what the hell they're doing. I'm an affiliate to real banks and credit cards. So what happens is when someone says, look at my $950,000, it's crap. Ryan lost that 3 years ago. I don't understand these circus clowns telling them about this crap. They're not giving you that blueprint you need. My LLC, 18 divisions, 100,000 a month. That's the goal you should have today. My LLP, LLC Corp, S Corp, whatever it is. See, to me, when they're talking about, that 15.3% tax, unemployment tax, LLC, okay, then they say have your children work for it. No. It's just stories and crap. It's a magic show. I don't want my children working for the LLC unless they actually work here, which my son and daughter do work here. Okay, but again, they get basically paid. They're basically charter school. They're genius kids. They go to school part-time and get to work here. They've all skipped grades. All 6 of my kids skipped grades. They all have. See, my problem with me, when I get tested at T-Weaker Junior High at 14 and a half, all right, by the time I took the last test, I was in my gym shorts and my jockstrap. That's it. They kept thinking I was cheating. My IQ's off the friggin' chart. I have recall and everything. I talk and write with my hands, both hands at the same time. I use 3 computers at once. It freaks people out. Too bad. But again, all I know is I stutter once in a while. It's embarrassing. But if you want to learn and listen, I'll help you get to a millionaire. Simple. All you got to do is create a blueprint. The blueprint of success you create today at 3 o'clock with me is very simple. All right? Why were you in your jockstrap? Because they tested me with Cheryl, the counselor at T-Weaker Junior High, kept saying I was cheating. By the time I took the test the 3rd time, okay, and this is SAT test, Mensa test, all this crap, and Gov test. They put me in Orange Coast College at 14 years old. Okay, that's what they did in the government BS program. My IQ's off the chart. Why? Because I was cheating. They said I was cheating. They had no shoes, socks, no shirt, and just your shorts. Gym shorts. That's it. Why? Because we want to see you do it again. I asked her one time, it's simple. You must be a C- student. She like that. See, the problem, if you allow someone, counselor, to tell you or your kids what they can do, it's a bunch of hooey. You don't allow some dumb person to tell anybody. It's crap. So that's why I was in my gym shorts. Because they said I was cheating. They realized I wasn't. So guess what? Today, I helped set up the credit system in the 70s. So it's utilization. It's never changed. It is utilization. What I said earlier, sticky time. Go online today at 3 o'clock with me for an hour and a half. I guarantee you, okay, I'll teach you more in a day than you ever learned in your lifetime of personal business credit. I'll build you the blueprint or give you an example of that. and then you can re-blueprint your life every step of the way. Every one of you are entitled to $10,000 a month automatically. Is ridiculous. It's ridiculous what you've done to yourself and didn't do for yourself. I don't understand. I don't understand. I do not understand why you sit there and watch the circus clowns and it's my phone. That's all. This is called what we do. We lose all our brain cells because we scroll through the phone. Okay? You have an LLC today. Okay? They talk about the 15.3% tax. Then they say to pull a draw. Okay? Fantastic. All right? Unemployment tax. How you get paid. See, your problem is you don't realize your house payment recycles your paycheck. There's your problem. An LLC making money, I'm going to convert it to an S Corp. Why? See, the LLC was created by the sole proprietor to be LLC, limited liability company. Is what it's created to be. Then it's created to also turn into S Corp. Why S? Because it's single filing. You and the corp can file tax returns together. Again, simple. But again, I'm not here to be cheap and attorney, just giving my opinion. That S Corp gets to get 3 to 5 million with no tax. Almost no tax at $3 to $5 million. Then you change strategy again. Now, paycheck. See, your problem, all of you, it's simple. You don't understand an SS5. I don't get it. Here, you're a grown up, you're man up, woman up, you're making money, you're trying to do things. You have to say rerun every other day, and you don't get off your butt to learn the rules and tools and then structure how it works. And that's your problem. The lack of knowledge is our dumbness. That's what it is. But as long as we're trying, we're not dying. We just can't keep, got to keep trying. The SS5 form, it's in the link tree. Why don't you get a copy of it? You have 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time today. Okay? Look at your clock. It's 3:55. All right, 3:55. Okay? Very simple. So what do we do? The SS5 form, the IRS has on file every one of us. I thought the S Corp has to file single member, an LLC or one of the ones are just disregarded. Is it? And then see, this is, I'm sorry, Bats Power or something. Sorry if I screwed this up. What you just said is good and bad and dumb at the same time. Okay? An LLC, 9 types. An LLC, this is the problem. You buy things and crap. I got Wyoming crap. No. You cannot listen to the clowns anymore. Why? The FINCEN here announced last week, everyone who has an LLC or business out of their own state, all right, Department of Treasury Financial Crime Enforcement, they're going to audit the hell out of you. It's right there. See, don't have Wyoming unless you live in Wyoming. So understand, all right, I study the law every day. Every day I study the law in accounting my whole life because you got to stay in touch with what's going on. The LLC, limited liability company, you named it after you. This is called dumb 1. You name what it does, dumb 2. You let it do business, dumb 3. Because when they sue you. Then they sue your spouse. See, if you don't do this right, you're a duck and a sheep all your whole life. That's the problem. The C Corp is sued, they sue you too. The S Corp, all right, nonprofit, PC. The problem you have is these corporations are filed in state. State makes you put it on public record. The officers list is public record. The corporation's public record says they see you. Peekaboo is not true. So when they sue the corp, they sue you. You probably signed for the lease of the building, the credit card, and the car and all these pieces. The problem is you. Again, I forgot. All right, me ready. I thought you had recall. Well, I know you back power. Okay, I do have recall. All right, hurt my feelings. I don't hurt your feelings. Okay, but again, you're not being whatever. You're joking or whatever. That's fine. Okay. So again, as we do this, yes, you've been here before. Bat. All right, power. All right, that's it. But it's up to you. All right. I don't try to remember everything because there's too much here. It gives me headaches. So I try to push information aside. To be honest with you, but again, that's how it works. But again, if you want to be a turd, be a turd. It's up to you. I'm just going to help if you're a turd or not. I don't care. I want to help you understand. So the LLC should become S Corp. S Corp. Let's understand something. If I'm an S Corporation, I'm filing the 1244. It's an election. It's an IRS choice. All right, what do I get to do? I get to $3 to $5 million and no tax. All right, almost no tax at all. Then I have to change strategies based on volume of money. So you got to be a puppet master, control it all. Don't own anything in your name. That's how it works. But it's a choice. It's how you do things. You see, Let's say you get a paycheck on an S corp. I want you to. What if the paycheck, because you know right now your paycheck is taxed. You're taxed and you get the leftover. But if you own a house, all right, that payment is 24 years of interest only. So if I have a rent, I lose that money. If I have a house payment, which I want you to have, I want to make sure I get my money back because that gives my money back on my tax return. So when you have a paycheck and you do the house the right way, it's recycling money. House is irrevocable trust. It protects the house and the asset. But again, what do? Recycle your money through your paycheck and your house payment. That's what it does. That's how you get a tax return. Because you don't understand SS5, that equals what? SSN and a 1040 tax return. That's how it works. So if we understand how to connect the dots, we can make sure we understand and protect our asset. See, it's like anything else. If you don't dissect something and how it works, you're just going to what? Get on. It's like most people, they get in the car and they turn on the key. Do they understand how it works? The brakes, the tires, the engine. Or is it electric? What is it? Do they understand that? Usually they do not. So the goal is very simple. So I think you should do one thing. All right, same with corps. Well, the reality is corporation is on file state. And no matter what type you pick. There's 6 types in Chapter 18 that show you they're a legal person. That gives us permission to create a division. A division. See, if your LLC had 18 divisions, you've now created the foundation for $100,000 a month. If your LLP, C Corp, S Corp, PC had all these pieces, 18 divisions creates $100,000 a month. Is that what you're going to do? That's simple. But again, structure is finance. It always has been. Structure builds finance and builds the dream. That's what you have to understand. Structure. Whatever piece you pick, let's do it again. LLC, 9 types, what kind you have? LLP, C Corp, S Corp, nonprofit, PC, no problem. Okay? So now I have the organization. I would like to get you these cards. They're in $100,000 paid overtime limit, $100,000. But again, when you use $25,000, they're going to review your organization and stop your things, your cards. You cannot use it for $1 million. It's crap. The only way you can do that is if you can prove that logging your account, you have a transaction base of 30 transactions and $100,000 a month. The most they'll give you is $250. That's it. You have to take these cards and do them per card. All right, per card. So, if I have 18 divisions on the same bank account, which I created division process in '84, got to approve all 50 states, every one of these cards is $100,000. How many would you like? See, each division has its own card. A division should be the line of defense. Your problem is you have no line of defense. You're playing amateur hour, all of you, sorry. And you basically do what? You have the same rerun every day. You don't change your life. That's the goal. What about the black card? You say black card because you want to be what, hip? You want to be, all that in a bag of chips? I got a black card, who cares? Okay, I'm not going to show you $1 million when you can't go get it yourself yet. I got to see how to get there. Black card, I don't care about the black card. Okay, it's an invitation only. Have one? Yes, who cares? Again, you can't get the black card. So why would I talk about black card? Because I want to be hip? I want to be all that in a bag of chips? No, thank you. I would rather give you basics. Corporation, here's 100,000, here's actually 200,000. Then I'd rather say, okay, let's go get the ink cards. All right, because I understand. Ink, this is Chase. Each card is $50,000. Okay? So I'd rather get this $350,000 right here, $350. I'd rather have these 2 cards here. There's $500,000. See, your problem, you don't have that. Why don't you? Why don't you have, all right, that credit? You're the man. No, God has got it, and He just gave me the ability to do this. Maybe you don't get this. I created my first billion-dollar structure at 21 years old. Why the hell didn't you? I bought my first Jack in the Box at 19. Why didn't you? I created $2.6 billion at 26, controlling $2.2 billion in real estate. Why didn't you? I don't understand this. This is easy stuff if you just do what you're told to do. But you do what you're told to do. Share the life, and like, and go on class with me. Class today, real class, Ray Reynolds University, not some bogus class for $20 a month crap. Real stuff. The full blueprint. Old school, current school, future school. Everything you're going to do for you. This is $500,000. What are you going to do with it? Hey, you don't have it. Why the hell don't you have it? Why? Now, when you get this, there's 8 cards more to go get. You can create $1 million to the corporation easily. Now you do it by each division. Each division duplicates what it is. It's called daisy chain of credit, which I created in 1989. Understand, as I set up the credit system, can you own T or W? Oldest car fluctuation 29%. All right, that's simple. 87, I created what? The dashboard allows tax ID for credit cards. 88, I get $53 million of credit. 89, I created a form called assignment of mortgage. You understand? I've been doing this for 50 years, creating millions and billions, but I'm a damn puppet master. I don't own anything, but I control millions and billions of dollars. That's how it works. Again, if you watch the live and you go on live at 3 o'clock today, simple. I'll show you all kinds of goodies, but then I'm going to show you how to get your own. We daisy chain this per each division. See, the problem with you is you scroll through this system and you don't slow down and find that one or two people that are real. One or two people that are real. Okay? It's like this. I created division process in 85, 86. I got it approved by all 50 states. All 50 states. Gold and silver, mining, stock. All right, the last few days, it's kicked my ass, okay? You see, this is the problem. You're saying gold and silver, it's kicked your assets. Okay, let's understand something. You're buying it under you. Why would anybody be silly enough to buy gold and silver under themselves? See, this is it kicks your assets because it does, Stanley. This is your problem. Take a picture of this. Every one of you. Get out your cell phone, take a picture. It's probably your hand anyway. Take a picture. Okay, got it? Okay. If we create a line of credit for the corporation, the banks will give you up to 150. These are 150s, okay? The 150 can be done per division. So now, a checkbook money is to buy an escrow. Understand, to invest in escrow. Write down, checkbook money equals escrow. That escrow, when I wrote books on laundromats, car washes 47 years ago, it wasn't to go work there like my circus clowns and clients would tell you to do. No, you own it. Storage unit, laundromat, okay? Apartment complex. Got it so far? Auto income, a Wendy's restaurant, 25% of it. That's how it works. So if you use money, a line of credit, to get into an escrow, you've just created auto income. Your problem is you, damn it. Why don't you have auto income? What does that mean? 10,000, 100,000 a month coming in automatically. Why didn't you invest that money you pissed away in your life into owning a Wendy's restaurant? It's a dummy-proof business, storage unit. See, I created the Puppet Master Club and Auto Income in 1987. When I got divisions and entities that have the ability to do what? Build its own credit file. Hell, it's fun. But what do? You don't do what you're told to do. This is escrow. Management company makes sure the bill's paid and you get the leftover on a monthly base. That creates $3,000 to $10,000 a month per division. Your whole problem is you. Sorry. Everything you do is wrong. I'm sorry, I'm going to tell you the truth. Everything you do about corporations and personal credit is wrong completely because you don't understand it. You understand foundation built stream to know what it is. I help people do this all the time. But again, that's why I teach you the blueprint. Okay? Well, tax benefits, so the realities, again, you're making quotes, and let's make sure we say this right. We don't screw this up. Active participation, more tax benefits, and you only have what an owner rights. Well, here's the problem. Okay? If you allow your C Corp or S Corp, whatever you want to call it, whatever you do for yourself, to do business, I call that dumb. Why? No rich and famous person unless their parent company to do business. You're not paying attention. Elon Musk, Bezos, Warren Buffett, I don't care what it is, okay? All right, it's like when I showed Buffett 39 years ago about reference 3 times 5, he goes, well, that's good. So let's understand something. I incorporate rich and famous people, presidents in the United States of America. I'm the largest registered agent in the world. So if you understand how to play the game, you can win. I'm confused. You didn't address the question. What is the question? You made a statement. You didn't make a question, okay? Statements are simple. Make a question, answer the question. Again, simple. But don't make a statement. So my question is, da-da-da, type it out. I'll answer the question. I always do that. You've been here before too. You know that. That's how it works. If you let your corporation, again, LLC, C Corp, whatever it is, do business, when it screws up, they sue you. They sue you. No, no, no. The corporation needs to be a management company. A management company. A management company having divisions. Let's understand something. 1984. Okay? I'm known as the king of satellite television, those big ugly antennas. Manufacturing, distribution, a retail store, $100 million. They're doing billions and billions of dollars. Okay. I own some Shakey's in 31 flavors, some Subways, shopping centers, and condos. No problem. California, all right, charges $800 to $1,000 per corporation. That's why you cannot have 5 LLCs. It makes no sense. 5,000 have 5 pieces of paper. It's called dumb. That's 5 tax returns. It's called dumb. I don't get these people. But what happens is, I basically went to Sacramento, California. I asked a basic question. Could I create an entity under my LLCs, my C Corps, S Corps, where I don't have to pay franchise tax fee? I was given permission in '84. Create a form and modify one. That's what I did. In '85, it been approved. '85, it was approved in all 50 states. That's why I always say, winning the game of business first, simple. What I created when I was 14 and a half, 15 years old. I created this because I have $1 million in the bank driving a Lamborghini. What's your problem? I don't understand. What's your problem? Okay? I do not understand why you did not create your empire as a kid, as an adult. And when they say, is it easier now or later? It's been easy the whole damn time. Anybody can create millions and billions of dollars today. Very simple. I did this in 1976. I was 16 years old. It's simple. Simple. I got division process approved. All right, in 85, 86. All right, simple. Everything became division process. The S Corporation has 18 divisions. Hell, that's $100,000 freaking dollars a month. So the LLC, same thing. I mean, what are you doing? What the hell are you doing? This is your future. Why don't you get off your butt and go do it? It's simple. Someone says that I'm getting kicked my assets in gold and silver. Because you did it wrong. If I was to buy gold and silver, which I do all the time through corporate structure, I use the credit cards. Why do I pick on Chase? There's no interest up to 22 months. Here's $350,000. Hell, I'll buy $50,000 in gold, $50,000 in silver, and the payment is only $380 on each one of these. For basically what? $800 a month, I'm playing with gold and silver through a division process. Why would I do it personally? That's called dumb. You're supposed to use borrow money, offset taxes. It loses, you offset the taxes. I don't understand. Why would you do it personally? It's dumb. I'm sorry. Cards do basically Bitcoin, crypto, stock trading, something. That's what cards would do. But again, when it comes to a line of credit, what do? Take a picture of this, okay? Here's your thing. Take a picture of that, please. This is American Express offering you a blueprint loan named after me. Been told by 3 employees they named after me because I have blueprint success. So this is $250,000. If you got the $250,000, you have to verify bank account. All right, you have to verify 30 transactions and $100,000 a month. If you don't have that, I do, and I partner with my clients. Understand? This is my petty cash account for last month. $215,000 in one of the petty cash right there. All right, here's another one for $61,000, and the other one has another $61,000. Okay, so here's $330,000. I get to bring all this client here. They got into a coaching, spent $4,000. Wow. I built a $50,000 credit for their $4,000. I took $25,000 of that, put them in an escrow. They close escrow, and now they get $34.20 a month for the rest of their lives. Why the hell aren't you doing this stuff? I don't get it. And so why aren't you doing this? That's $34.20 because they own an asset. Forever. That's why you watch these people buy this stuff all the time. Your problem, you drove by your opportunity called Wendy's, Jack in a Box, storage unit, laundromat, car wash. What the hell are you doing? I don't understand. You have pissed away $25,000, $100,000 in your life. Most of you have done even more. Why didn't you invest in owning a piece of boring? It's called boring and steady. I understand. The excuse is no one taught me, right? Oh, bullshit crap. Who the hell taught me? I became corporate billionaire structure at 21 years old because I played the damn game. I wrote the rules and tools, okay? Again, I need to own an asset. No, stop it. Do this yourself. Stop it. Spank yourself. You never own an asset. That's called dumb. So understand, you're not going to own an asset. Ever. Your corporation's divisions will. You will be a puppet master. Own nothing, control everything. That's what I've done my whole life. That's what I teach. All right, being a puppet master. That's over $5 million. Simple. But again, it's up to you. Puppet master, spank yourself. It's ridiculous. I'm sorry, everything you do, I won't say everything, but credit and corporation stuff is all a bunch of hooey. It's crap. I've never watched so many circus clowns, not you, the ones trying to teach you crap out there. I'm gonna ride up my Rolex. No, you can't. I'm gonna ride my haircut. No, you can't. I'm gonna go to dinner, ride that. No, you're not. You're not. I'm gonna take my beautiful wife to dinner. I'm gonna ride it off. Oh, I'm gonna have a chef come home and cook dinner for us, and there's an employee there. No, you can't. There's just so much crap, it's a bunch of hooey. I've never watched so much BS in my life out there in the circus clowns. Been on TikTok, social media for 17 weeks. Yes, I got 64,000 followers, no problem. Having some fun. How do you get used to these clowns out there? Ay, ay, ay. F your grandma. Sell me the water. Blah, 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 blah. A grand bought my books years ago. He's a circus clown. Don't buy a house. I've never seen much crap in my life. It's ridiculous. Here's your future on this one piece of paper. One piece of paper is your future. One piece of paper. One piece of paper. Take your damn picture. The link tree. Get your butt online with me at 3 o'clock today. I'll blow you away. I'll show you exactly how to create a blueprint for your whole damn life. And get past go because you're doing it wrong anyway. Sorry, I don't like the way you do things. It sucks. When you do it wrong, I don't get it. My LLC got 5 of these. Hell no. 1, 18 divisions. It's 100,000 a month. See, numbers don't lie, only people lie. I've been saying that for 50 years. If I have these cards, which I do in my hand, all right, this represents about $3 million, okay? But again, this is simple. 3 cards equal 300,000, equals 30,000 a month. 6 cards equals 600,000 a month and 60,000 a month. 9 cards equals 900,000 and 100,000 a month. What is wrong with you people? Damn, it pisses me off so much that I don't get it. Credit builds the finance and the dream, offset the taxes, and let debt offset taxes. Corporations don't pay tax. All right, they get to offset the tax by the debt to ratio, but again, they do pay property tax. See, rich and famous people pay tax. What tax you choose to pay and how much you pay is up to you. See, that's the rules and tools, but again, it's what it is. Is it worth having an LLC? Hell yes. Robert, the LLC, how old is it? If I line up your LLC today at the bank, I can guarantee if you do what you're told to do, you're getting $150,000 on line of credit. $150. I'm going to get you actually Chase. We're going to get you $350. We're going to go get these cards another $200,000. This is easy crap. Now we don't spend it. We daisy chain it to divisions. Again, see. Here's the problem. You're going to spend it, Robert, and go wee, and piss it away and screw it up. Now you got yourself backed into the corner. You won't back yourself in the corner. It's ridiculous. If I take this credit and I daisy chain it to a division, and I do it 9 more times, that's 9 lines of credit. That's $1 million of credit. If I have 9 locations, 90 Wendy's, 9 Jack in the Boxes, 9 storage units, 9 laundromats, car wash, hell, I wrote all the friggin' books. See, your problem is you don't know who the hell I am. Well, the problem is I'm the Godfather of credit. I got the nickname Ryan from KNX. He calls himself. No, I don't call myself that. All right? Hell, KNX did. When you do things for 50 years, 6 days a week, the reality is they make nicknames on radio for you all the time. And that's what they did. 6 days a week. Okay? Monday through Friday, every day, once or twice a day, 6 classes on Saturday. See, your problem is you haven't paid attention. Verify the hell out of me. I bought my first Lamborghini when I was 14 and a half. Why didn't you? 14 and a half. I mean, I was in the bank. I invented Car Finder. They wrote me a check. They bought my patent and gave me a license fee forever. Okay. Simple. It's like anything else we do. Set up the credit system. And the link tree, hell, get to winning the credit book for free, say $50, and understand to rebuild your credit yourself. Now there are a bunch of hooies and all these clowns saying, you repay your credit. Credit repair is a fraud. It's against federal law. It's public record. All right? You're supposed to be non-profit, don't collect money up front, and bonded and registered the Attorney General's office. I don't get this stuff. It's all a bunch of hooey. Starting your rights for your kids. It's for your kids. That's what it is. It's for you too. Thank you for the rose, Jay. So what happens, very simple. We can make sure that we understand credit and foundation and the dream. The saddest thing for me is watching you screw up when you don't have to. And I'm sorry, you've all screwed up. You might be doing good, but you could be doing great and greater. See, you don't understand SS5. And you need to find an SS5 in the link tree. The SS5 form, very simple. The SS5 form, all right, connects your SSN in your 1040 tax return. We are bonded up to $35 million apiece from our government. It's simple. So again, that SSN is what you use for ID purposes. You or mommy signed an agreement not to do that. You do it anyway. Well, what do? Because I have to. You have to pay tax, ladies and gentlemen. But how much tax do you pay? Why don't you buy one of these suckers? $25,000 in an escrow. The proceeds on 4 people is $31.50. Forever. Forever! I don't understand you. What? I don't understand. You can buy a piece of something. It's an asset under a division to a corporation. Why would you be you? Being you sucks. Sorry. This is what just drives me nuts. See, part of me is going, thank God this is my 50th year. I made a promise when I was 7, I was crippled. It's my promise, 50 years. What am I going to do? Simple. It's over. This is my last year. I'm done. I'm so done. I'm done. I'm looking forward to going to business trips. My junior and senior coaches will take over. My son's vice president of the company. He'll take over. We're screwed up by looking forward to learning, all right? Well, the difference is you basically have to understand the fluctuation. Becky, you understand foundation. You've screwed up. Okay, fine. Let's look forward to learning from you. No, let's take the information God gave me. See, I have this problem mentally, okay? What it is, I have recall that sucks. Sometimes I can't stand it, sometimes I love it, is what it is. I've been studying law and accounting since I was a kid. In school, for me, I did the test, got the paper, no problem. It was easy. I mean, it's simple. If we listen and learn, we can get past go. God, family, money. It always has to be. You have to be CFO for family, CFO for you as well. You got to realize it's not that hard to do it. Your problem is you've been amateur because you want to slow down and pay attention. You want to scroll through your cell phone. Look at these clowns. Stop it. Get to know a real guy that's going to help you. Saturday, you can spend the whole day with Ray. That's me. 6 classes for free. Free. I can change your damn life if you allow me to. But again, it's up to you. I've written 67 books. We're editing this one for the last week or so called Always Good, Thank You, Jesus. Simple. That's what we're doing. It's like the book that's coming after that. It's called Bite Your Tongue and Love Longer for Men. They have to learn to shut up. See, I've got 40 more books that I've written. They're being edited now. I get my 3 hours of sleep every day. That's all I need. I get the impression you're professional, much respect. Just need to show us, all right, how. I told you, 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I guarantee you, Robert, I will give you a blueprint. I'll show you step by step how to do it in an hour and a half, and I will blow you away, and you'll learn more from me than you learned in a day. It's 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I'm in Pacific Standard Time. It is 4:22 in the morning, simple. You can do the same thing. Again, we have to understand something, okay? I learned more in life than having my assets kicked. I've been shot 3 times with a gun. I've been knifed 6 times. I was born in a taxi, dropped in a trash can. I had Mrs. Hope use and abuse the shit out of me. I wanted out of hell. How to get out of hell? I studied at the library. They'd always say, Ray's hiding at the library, Ray's hiding at the library. Yeah, I'm studying. I want out of hell. See, I wanted it bad enough. Again, when I made my promise at 7 years old when I was crippled. All right, shot. Yeah, what happened? That's a long story. All right, when I was shot in the shoulder, I crawled on my belly praying to get back to my kids, get back to my daughters. So anything probably kept me alive. See, well, you realize a couple things. This world is mean and cruel. It's like we're living in hell. So the bottom line is up to you, what you want to do for yourself. The bottom line today, every one of you can change your life if you want to. It's not, I think it's not hard. My wife is always reminding me, Ray, honey, no one's like you. I think it's the easiest thing in the world. But again, you learn. 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, you DM me. Or if you need anybody to reach out to you, simple. Phone number is 800-254-9506. Okay, it's easy to reach out to us. We're here. I'm online literally 6 to 7 days a week. I always help people. Even though I have 9 turds out there giving me crap. Here's the promise. Okay? Here's Brian Jacob. Okay? This guy says he's military. All right. Again, he says, basically, I learned now he's on disability. So I get him into program. Okay, no problem. He says, I need 9 divisions. And can we need 3 more? Out of my pocket, I paid for his divisions because he's basically military, out of respect. I gave him a $5,000 card, 5,000 right there. Okay, $5,000 to build him up. Then he apologized for being a jerk. Okay, no problem. What do you do? All right. And then he says he appreciates me. Okay, that sounds great. Then all of a sudden, Renette yesterday sent an email out by mistake to 400 people. So now I want a refund. Here he's got corporation with divisions. I paid out of my pocket to help him. I got him a card for $5,000. We built him. And he says he's on disability. He was like, are you kidding me? Okay? You didn't tell me that. So that means you're lying. Under the Disability Act, you're in violation. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay? So again, all right, now he's a jerk. See, make sure you understand Sun Tzu. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. It's like it makes no sense. He apologizes for being a jerk. Now he wants a refund. So what do? Do I take back divisions or whatever I do? I mean, when you help people, just be prepared. You will have jerks. This one, I mean, this is the whole damn book for this guy, okay? I keep books on everybody. Sir, I apologize. Huh. Now he's a jerk today because Renette sent an email out there. So be careful, people. Okay? I do have people out there, about 9 of them right now, that don't like me. But now everybody likes you. That's how it works. But you'll find me online 6 days a week, helping people again and again, getting processed, be it done, and I'll build credit for you. I'll build corporations, division process, and all kinds. I've had 3 coaching calls with them for free to help them. But again, should I stop helping people? No. This year, yeah, it's my 50th year. It's very simple. When I was 7 years old, I didn't get a Christmas. I never got a Christmas until my wife gave me one, to be honest with you. It sucks. But it's just life. Across the street, you had Bert and Bart and Ronnie and Donnie, 2 sets of twins, Delane Street. Christmas rolls around. That fat man never came to my house. They have brand new bicycles. I could watch what you do and do what you do within 5 minutes, just watching you mentally, if I concentrate on it. Simple. I asked Bert if I could borrow his bike, try it. That's all I did. I asked if I could borrow the bike. He said, sure. So I rode the bike. Fantastic. I did not know, all right, where the brake was. I screwed up. I screwed up. Ray Reynolds screwed up. Yeah, I admit I screwed up. What did I screw up? I did not realize, okay, that where the brakes were. I screwed up. Delane Street has this big hill. I didn't know how to stop. 42 miles an hour, they said. My face was the brake. This is here, went all forward. I remember being in the coma. Joanne and Carl were arguing about $20. See, it was $20, all right, for the porcelain white tooth versus the silver tooth. They saved their $20. I got a silver tooth for 12 years. I got to be, all right, buck teeth, go to school in Watts, Torrance, and Long Beach, all the great areas of the world. You had to learn to kick ass or run. I'd rather die than run. Me. It's me. I like to fight. All right. I got 12 national kickboxing titles, undefeated. I had the fastest kick in 1981. People wouldn't fight me because my foot was so damn fast. Okay, that's just what it is. So what happens? Well, 7 years old, I'm in a coma. Okay, when I finally woke up from coma, or their maid, her name was Dee. Dee rang the bell in my face. You gotta go pee-pee, little boy? Let me know, I'll take you pee-pee. You're crippled for life. My legs won't work. What do I do? All right, they won't work. What do I do? I'm 7 years old. Very simple. I pray. Please, Lord, let me walk. Let me walk. Okay? She didn't come when I needed to go pee-pee, ring the bell. I rode off the couch, all right, to the ugly orange shag carpet. The long shag. I get to pull myself to the pee-pee. I'm crawling on my belly. That's the first time I'm crawling on my belly, begging God, asking God to help me. Jesus, help me, please. So, went pee-pee. I walked back to the couch, freaked them all out. I made a promise on that day that I'd help people for 50 years. I'm 7 years old with a brain that's just out of people's, told I'm this and that, whatever. I promised to help people for 50 years if I could walk. Then I could jump, kick the door jump at 10, kick the basketball hoop at 14, 13 feet, kicking the light out because the Guinness Book of Records guy pissed me off. That's just how it works. So I get to walk 50 years now. This is my last year, period. Last year. I gave my promise for 50 years. It's over. My junior, senior coaches will take over for me. My son will too. So will my family. It's time to enjoy. My wife's always pushing me. Honey, you're worth millions and billions. Enjoy that. No, I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. So that's how it works. I keep saying I'm not done yet. This year I'm done. She knows it. This is the last year. Love it. When you unlock some of the new Rays, Reynolds, whatever, that's good. Well, what happens is very simple. Okay? I'm the gift. God's the gift. I'm not the gift. It's just God uses me to help you. I think that God has used me my whole life to show people how you get knocked down 1,000 times, be shot, and get back up again and again. That's what I think. It's amazing. In 2009, I'm worth $3.7 billion in structure. My yacht's in my backyard. I got 21 cars. I got mansions in Havasu, Big Bear. I got all these things. And I'm controlling $2.2 billion in real estate, having fun. And I get to go in a coma because we took out the yacht in the backyard because my wife wants to take these people that just came in from different countries and show them the fireworks. Someone had a virus. I get to die. My wife signs a POA. I lose $3.7 billion. I rebuilt from the world, and it's like the world's kicking my ass head. Every rich and famous person said they promised to help me, wouldn't help. All right, this is simple. That's what it happens. Amen. Well, God is good. God is good all the time. So I learned that I've been an example for God and Jesus Christ to help you, and that's the goal that I've tried to do for everybody for 50 years. 6 days a week, I've kept that promise. 6 days a week, Monday through Friday, 6 classes on Saturday, 50 years. No one's done what I did. No one has this. They have the full blueprint. God gave it to me to give you. Take it, do not use it and abuse it. But again, my junior coaches will take over. I'll still coach some of certain people that I've coached for all my life. It's simple. You know, Black Kinfolk here, I've been coaching his family for 50 years and him for 35. So these are people I always keep under my umbrella for me. But the rest of them, junior, senior coaches. So this year, please listen, learn. Get to that point today, 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, okay? Because I can teach you how to do everything you need to know. And you'll see the video of that guy throwing a rock through my window, stealing my computers, my cameras. It's like, It was my birthday week, damn. Help the kids into school, give out $1,000 worth of books for free. Then they robbed my office, and then this and a flat tire, and then they basically hacked the bank account. Someone did that. I mean, I went through hell this whole last week, and it's been like, are you freaking kidding me? But again, I have to let it go. I have to stay focused. I have to realize I've always told myself that I have to program me. I will not let someone keep my peace. So my response when someone asks me how I'm doing, it's been the same response. Always good, thank you, Jesus. Always good, always good. The mindset, we have to train ourselves to do that. No one steals your peace. All right, no one should ever steal your peace. Focus, CFO family, CFO corporation, and let's get the auto income $100,000 a month. Let's change the world together. So, ladies and gentlemen, 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time today. It is 4:32 in the morning. 4:32, very simple. All right, I'll teach you how to play the game and win. We'll build a blueprint together if you want. So Linktree, check it out. You have all kinds of good pieces as well. Do you know Dennis? Okay, I don't recognize that last name. Okay, someone yesterday said Carlton Dennis, and what he says, 90% of that's crap. But again, all right, the difference is very simple. I might know somebody that's online or something. Here's the thing, I'll answer the question here. I don't have friends. Okay, I quit having friends when I was a kid. All they do is use and abuse you. So I don't have any personal friends at all, period. I don't have friends, I don't want friends. All I've ever been hurt by people. It sucks. See, I don't like people. You don't know that about me. I don't like people. When I teach and preach, I'm alive, ready to go. Then from there, I'm boring. My wife is crazy. I love that. But I'm boring and crazy go together. So again, I don't know if it's a person you think I know or something, or online, it's fine. I try not to pay attention to the clowns. But that's how it works. So this is fun because I've been on TikTok 17 weeks and social media. It's like I think maybe I have some friends, but then what's really a friend? All I know is simple. Okay? Have you tried therapy? Well, the reality is, therapy, I got PhDs, all kinds of stuff. The reality is, to me, therapy is God. That's the Bible. Therapy, when I have a bad day, I get in the Lamborghini Ferrari, turn it on, bum, bum, bum. That's therapy to me. I choosing not to have friends because my private circle's me. That's not wrong. You might think it's wrong. You need therapy. No, I don't need therapy. I choose not to have friends because I can't count on somebody besides God and me. God and me. That's all I've counted on my whole life. Because when you use and abuse as a kid, who the hell do you want to talk to? Eating out of a trash can sucks. Being homeless sucks. I've done it all. So again, no, I don't need therapy. I need to understand I love me. I like me. I want to be private. Why? Because I need to be private. That's just me. That's my protection. That's my shield. I don't need friends. I need to help people. That's my desire. That's the dream. Helping people. So again, it's going to be up to you. 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time today. We can get through the process and give you the blueprint you've needed your whole life. So we do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. Never forget. Oh, you need a phone number. 800-254-9506. 800-254-9506. All right, Chris will be here. Chris and Brandy, probably an hour and 10 minutes. Again, it's only 4:35 in the morning. Okay, simple. So remember, when you watch the circus clowns out there, you can't ride off the Rolex. You can't ride off the haircut, the dinner crap. That's ridiculous. All right, the wedding. I had this circus clowns. I've never seen someone as dumb in my life. Unfortunately, people don't slow down to learn the truth. So again, it's up to you. 800-254-9506. All right, let's do our best. Let God do the rest. Amen to that too. Never forget the end of the day.